Was she looking in the window or just standing out front of the window?
You're just sitting there.
Sitting there?
Yeah.
Sitting on what? There's
Just,
nothing to sit on out there.
okay, you know already. You just sit on the floor.
She was sitting on the ground?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm telling you, man. John Blaze, another nut, yeah. Yes, we got some real characters here in the Philippines. As I said, we got this lady who very well known to do some very unusual things, like walk into your yard, sit on your electric trike, open the door of your car if you have one, and sit in your car. I mean, she's I don't know what she's driven by, the devil or something. I have no idea. She has some obvious mental problems. Well, this is now just come to my attention that she came in the yard, back of the house last night, and was kind of sitting outside of the kid's window. And the dogs didn't hear her. That's the amazing thing. Well, the dogs were probably didn't she probably didn't make any noise or anything, but maybe the dogs did sense she was there. But see, crazy shit like that happens around here. And that's why you gotta have a CCTV camera. It's almost a must. Because you don't know what the hell you're dealing with. Hmm. Well, we're gonna have to talk to her caretaker, that's for sure. Because that's not acceptable to me. We're gonna put the lock on the gate, which we haven't lately, just out of laziness, but and I don't want to be responsible for her getting bit by the dogs if they happen to be out when she came in the yard. That would not be our responsibility at all. No. We take security pretty seriously around here. We had no idea she came in the yard. No, we didn't. And the dogs, for some reason, did not hear or sense it. That's why you have surveillance. Well, she comes up with this. I'll take a look at it. She has to go back slowly on there. Well, well, you might say it's an excuse that she has mental problems, but come on my property. That's the last thing anybody should do ever. I got a steel baseball bat waiting for somebody right here. They just have to be on my property. They better have a damn good reason why they're on my property. I'll tell you that. Damn good fucking reason. I can make some allocations for her because I'm not going to hit a woman. She's not a dangerous person, but I know that to be true. But I don't know anything really. I mean, and she has some mental problems. The whole neighborhood knows her. But no, don't come on our property. That's not right. Oh boy, they just bring that to my attention now. I don't like that. I don't like that. And what if she got hurt on my property or something, some way? Am I going to be liable for that? No, fuck that shit. The dogs bit the shit out of her, but they're very protective. They're not big dogs. Well, they're good size. I mean, well, yeah, they are. They're not like a German Shepherd, but these dogs are highly, highly protective of this property. I mean, they bark at anything that passes by this house, and they let us know. They're highly territorial, which dogs are usually anyway. But these dogs, off the charts, with being territorial, protecting us. They feel like it's an honor to protect us, and dogs are like that. That's what I like about them. You could trust your dogs. Can't trust anybody else. You could trust your dogs. Well, that's kind of interesting news. Where were we? Okay, you guys started getting to Blaze and all these strange people on here. Yeah, we got a lot of strange people out there, that's for sure. I got to start reviewing my affidavit. because I am going to be questioned by my attorney. On the stand, got to review the facts of the case and kind of introduce something myself. So I hope he does show up in person instead of on Zoom. I have a feeling he's going to do a Zoom thing, but if he does have a new lawyer, well, he can't go to courtroom unless he has a lawyer. So whether he has a private lawyer or whether he has a PAO, appointed by, call it the state, somebody going to be there. But I would think that he would have to be there with a new lawyer and represent her client the right way, and he would need actually to be in the courtroom. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see. Let me go back and check if she's found any footage. It's not like a fancy thing. You could just hit a button and the last activity that happened on there, boom, it shows up on camera. No, you gotta, like anything else, you gotta rewind back slowly until you actually find the actual timed footage when they were on the property. This girl's mind is very strange, man. Mark's here. He says, "Good morning, Frank. I'm here because you're there." That's my little logo. Yeah. Regent says, "I know you're preparing for your testimony. Try and fit as much hard facts as you can." Well, whatever I'm able to say. Don't go off on a tangent. It's time wasted. I'm not going to go off on any tangent. He would go off on a tangent. I don't go off on tangents. I handle everything meticulously, especially when it comes to a courtroom. Oh, you can bet on that. Did you find it yet? Oh. Check this out. That's her. Oops, excuse me. Standing. I don't know what she's doing. Standing in front of the kid's bedroom. That dark figure you see on there. And what is she doing? Just fixing her hair. Check this out, guys. Combing her hair or just...
Come here with the...
What the fuck? See right here, folks. Let's see what else she does. You should note the time on there, so if you have to go back, 46 minutes, Saturday, 46. And what else is she doing? Just playing with her hair or this kerchief or whatever it is she has on there. I don't know. No, he hasn't spoken yet, except he did something out of procedure when he run up there with his piece of paper. Look. Gotta charge you. He did some things out of bound, that's for sure. You're looking at some CCTV footage is what you're looking at right now. And how long was she there?
I don't know. Just lying there.
I don't know what goes on in this woman's mind. That's her. Let's get closer here. You're seeing the back of her right now is what you're seeing, her back. In our yard. Just standing there and not doing anything in particular, really. It's not like she's staring through the window. She's just in the backyard, just standing there. Yeah, that dark figure right here. That's the back. Oh, is he doing a simulcast now, Popeye? Looks like Robert has no bingo today. He's back wasting his time as usual. I'm still checking this footage out. Comes in handy, I'll tell you. Just standing there, man. It's just standing there. Yeah, that's her hair, actually. That's the rest of her body and shirt. And, yeah. So what is he putting on there? Is he doing a live simulcast, or what is he doing, Mark?
This white lady.
The ghost figure. And it's just standing there. She's not really doing anything. It's just bizarre. Yeah, this is my backyard. And all this time, she's just standing there in place. Just standing there in place. All right, now she's moved a little bit. I don't think she even knows what she's doing. Just keeps on playing with her hair.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's interesting, though. Yeah, I mean, this is not the first time. She's been in a lot of people's yards and their cars, and very bizarre behavior.
Excuse me.
But she's not, she's not.
She knows we got a CCTV.
She knows we have the
Yeah.
CCTV.
Yeah, because she looked at the CCTV.
She was looking at the camera.
Yeah.
But yet she's still there. She's. Check this out, man. Still playing with her hair. I don't know. I don't know how long she was there, but I'm not going to stand here with the camera the whole thing. I'll review it some more, but she caused no harm or damage to nobody, but she shouldn't be on the property, period. A caretaker is not keeping an eye on her, apparently. Playing with her hair. Interesting. She's in her own little world. Mental illness is frightening. Well, we're going to have to speak to her caretaker today. That's where this shit comes in handy, having a monitor system here. And we can check from our phone too, no matter where we are. Okay, she just hasn't even moved. This was overnight last night. About what time was this? 4 or 5? 2 Saturday, 59. Huh. She's not doing anything but standing there playing with her hair, and I'm waiting for her to walk away or something. I want to see when she first came in. We'll have to wind that back.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, there's
Okay.
that one is the back camera.
That's the back camera.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see where she came in the front. Do you want to go back to that, or?
Yeah, we just
Okay.
look that the
Okay. All right, you just check it out. No, we'll keep the lock on that gate at night.
She's climbing the gate, maybe.
She could have climbed it too. I'm just glad my dogs weren't out, because I think they would have done some damage on her, and she'd be at her own fault. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back on this.
It's not flare the camera.
Does she want to do something weird, like take her clothes off or something? I don't know what the fuck. Okay, if I get some interesting footage, we'll put that on here. But I just want to see how she got. Well, either she climbed or she just, because if she would have done, the what do you call on the gate? You hear it clanging, and the dogs would react to that,
Yeah.
Easily.
Okay. So,
Okay, she comes up. Okay, let's see. In this image, she's not there yet.
5,
So you want to go back.
5, 5 na siya diha. 5.
Don't mind me. We're just kind of exploring some of the footage here, Goes to show you where, like my neighbor, he really needs to have, he says he's got a little camera now for that one window. They bought some kind of they got robbed 3 times. How did they know that she didn't go in there and rob them? Okay, come up with something interesting. Let me know. We'll take a look at that. How she got in. Probably right through the front gate. She might have tried to climb over. She's agile enough. Regent says Sunbelt Home Solutions will be getting a call Monday morning, Popeye. Is that the community association or something? Sunbelt Home Solutions or what is that? Yeah, pardon me for being distracted here. I've just been looking at that monitor, Yeah, just let me know. I'll sip some of my tea. Yeah, so there you are. Camera. Yeah, go to a different camera. Okay, there's the front gate. That's just a bad thing with this system. I mean, you have to, it's not a state-of-the-art system, but it works. You still gonna have to do rewind like anything else, and find the timestamps on here and find the footage on here. Let's see. Okay, well, let me know if you see where she's getting in. Now, we'll keep that lock on the front gate. Makes it difficult for somebody to come over, unless they're that agile. But if she would have came to the front gate, you would hear the clanging of the, and the dogs would have noticed that 100% for sure. So what do you think, folks, huh? You're never really safe. All right, just monitor it. Monitor it. How about that? How about that? There you go. As Popeye likes to say, there you go. There you go. Got to be careful. The sad thing about the Philippines is that there's a lot of mentally ill people out here that don't get the help they need. And in part, it's 2 things. It's the money that's involved with such. It's also saving face. And we talk about saving face a lot. Like breakups in relationships is they don't want to know when a guy breaks up with them, because it's very embarrassing for them. Then you got like mental illness, which here in the Philippines, the families try to hide that. And, food comes before mental health help because it's expensive to see a specialist of any sort, as you can figure out. And, we were talking about like, issues of jealousy and things like that. Well, saving face is another big factor too. No girl wants to tell her friends that the guy dumped her or something, or, and the family will never talk about, unless it's so obvious that the neighbors know, and you can't help but, knowing this by their behavior that there's mental health issues. But you see, a lot of times out here, they try to hide that. And that's very common out here. Sunbelt Home Solutions will be getting okay. You didn't elaborate on it. Is that like a dissociation for where he lives? Okay. And saving face is a big factor out here in the culture. But as I said, we were talking about the jealousy of Filipinos. It's more than you know. It's pretty intense. There's been Filipinos that have killed their ex-boyfriends out of jealousy, knowing that they were with another woman. Now remember, they were broken up in many of these cases. I remember something was on YouTube and this girl came by. He got all the boxes outside. He wanted to give her the rest of the shit because he was kicking her out. And inside, oh, okay, I think she found something. Hold on. She came out with a kitchen knife and stabbed him right in front of his fucking house. Okay, what do we got here? Let's check it out.
Wala ka gani. Dili lagi wa na check it out.
Okay. This is on the side of the house, and that's the other gate, not the main gate. Over here, that's the other gate for, if you want to come in with a car or something or whatever. Not yet. And that's the electric bike you're looking at here. This is the side of the house. Okay, well, I don't see it yet. That's the bad thing about this. I'm sure they have better systems, but it's just basically you got to rewind. That's what you have to do on here. You'll still get all the information you need. It just takes a little effort. Very slowly, you got to rewind, go back another minute, go back another 2 minutes, whatever. It's not that big of an effort, really. It's on there. You just got to go back on rewind. Okay, again. All right, call me in when you actually see her passing the gate. You saw it already?
No,
Oh, you're just still going through it.
It's just morning naman. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, how early? You think she came as early as?
No,
Oh, that was overnight.
overnight.
It's got fairly good night vision here. I mean, it's. All right, well, call me in if you see it. And we don't have to do a whole show with my monitor on. We can monitor this ourselves. I mean, don't have to broadcast it, but just make it a point here that security is always an issue here in the Philippines, especially if people think you got money. Your house is fairly nice, and you're white. Okay, and need I say more? They all assume you got tons of money. However, in this case, that has nothing to do with money. It has to do with mental illness. Unfortunately. Yeah, this girl's been known to do this for years. For years. It's nothing new. She's been in many people's yards and just doing bizarre things, going in their car. I don't know why, but she kind of lives in her own world, like some of these YouTubers do. They're living in their own world. They haven't a clue what the fuck is going on. But in their mind, it's not like you or me. Okay, I'm just making my oatmeal. No berries this time. I'm too lazy to try to defrost something here, but just cinnamon, added fresh cinnamon. Cinnamon. All right, guys, you got to be a little more proactive with your dialogue here than this. I got better things to do. I got to eat my oatmeal. Scrape my arteries. Scrape the shit out of my arteries. "22 watching here. What is this, another Barry show where he basically sits there most of the time and nobody comments and then he gets off? Nah, let's not make it another Barry show. I do need some fruit in here, but the cinnamon's good enough. Okay, guys, I'm not going to show you the rest of the footage on the CCTV camera. We'll go over that on our own. We're just trying to figure out her route of getting into the yard. And yeah, we will talk to her gatekeeper, her caretaker, whatever. And believe me, they've been spoken to by a lot of neighbors many times. And I don't know if talking to her, if it gets absorbed, kind of like Barry. No matter what you tell him, it goes from one ear out to the other and just doesn't comprehend it. It could be the situation with this woman. She doesn't comprehend what she's doing. She's not causing any problems. I mean, she's not dangerous, nothing like that. But you never know. But no, we don't think so, ever. Nah. No matter what your excuse is, just don't come in our yard. Unless you're invited. I take that shit seriously. More than you know. All right, well, thanks for coming by, folks. I'm not going to sit here and do a monologue. Let me eat my cereal and drink my green tea with turmeric, of course. Rubber's going to meet the road pretty soon. Well, this is not a solve all hearing, by the way. On Tuesday, or whatever it is. No. It's just a procedural thing, testimony, stuff like that. Oh, he decided to stream me now? He's a little late, isn't he? Popeye comes out from the dark. Bet you didn't like that photo, did you? Robert, you didn't like that, did you? Tough titty. Tough titty. You say enough shit about me, man. Look, says Popeye is streaming you right now. Let's everybody say hello to Popeye. Hello, Popeye. Oh, look, he'll say different, but he was pissed to see a picture of himself on there. Current. Well, as close as current as you could possibly get. What do you have to say, Popeye? What's your defense on that one? Come on, get all your hate out, all your bitterness. Well, he's been listening to me the whole time. But he doesn't want to stay embarrassed. That's why he felt he had to come on again to defend himself or whatever. That's not me. Or I don't look like that. No, that's you. That's 100% you. Let's see. What's he going to talk about? Did I have an antiquated CCTV system? Maybe he'll throw that in there. He's got to think of something. Oh, he will. Because that's what he does. He digs into his magic bag of insults. And he keeps on digging so deep all the time that the threading is starting to fall apart in there. There's going to be a hole in his bag of tricks, but it's reached that point with him. He has nothing to say anymore except the same old shit he said every single time. Regent says, Popeye claims you complaining about the trespasser will cause you trouble in your neighborhood. Oh, shut up, Popeye. I told you, didn't I say just now, a minute ago? He'll try to find fault with everything I do. The big naysayer of everything, Mr. Negative. Regent says, guy is approaching 40 years out of the Philippines and gives people advice on living and traveling there. I know, isn't that interesting? He's living his life vicariously to all of us maybe that do live out here. That damn alarm. What else you got to say, Pops? You're going to bore your audience again. How about that cough at the end of your sentence or that little laugh before you begin the sentence? Or is it after? Regent says, Popeye just keeps repeating the same dozen Filipino sayings and is repeating the same stuff about Frank. Well, what did you expect? He's not original, man. He just doesn't do anything original. He's incapable. Mr. Hate, Mr. Bitter. Mr. Bitter. Regent says he contemplated for 3 days if he should return. Laugh my ass off. He will regret it next week. Pardon me. I don't want to sound like somebody else. Regent says Popeye is a dork. Always was, always will be. You can totally tell. Well, that's pretty obvious. The fact was he was embarrassed by me showing a picture of him on here. I didn't break any laws, you know. But, you know, he runs his mouth too much. He's been hiding behind that camera for a long time. He might as well just get on camera from now on. He might as well just get on camera. Everybody knows what he looks like. At least he has that really bad self-image of himself that he doesn't want to actually go on a live camera and show people what a dork he looks like. He's pathetic, I know. You don't have to say much more. He's pathetic. He tries hard, I'll give him credit though. He tries hard, but he just doesn't get it. And he never will, like the other guy. He just doesn't get it. People are bored with Popeye's crap and his little skits. The same rhetoric over and over again. It just gets boring, 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 boring. That photo was posted 2 to 3 years old. He must look much worse now. Yeah, a lot could happen in 2 to 3 years. That's for sure. A lot could happen. But yeah, even I was a little bit spooked. That's because the only last photos I seen him was like 12 years ago or something like that. Then when I seen that one there, I said, holy shit, man. That dude really does look good. You got to that point yet on here? All right, let me know when you do. I'll take a look at it for sure. Oh. You know, the funny thing is about the people that actually watch Popeye's show, and I said it before, but I know it's real. They just laugh at him. They pretend to go along with it, and they add insult, you know, to appease him. And he really thinks that, you know, these people are really supporting him when they're really not. Just appeasing him. They know what he's going to say because he's very repetitive of what he does, whether it's his little skits or his little soliloquies. He likes when I say soliloquy. He likes when I say that. But there's nothing new that he talks about. That's the thing. I'm in the light now. Little round house. What's the chances you go to jail? I heard both sides of Frank and Barry's saga. No hate, just wondering. I don't think there's any chance of me going to jail because there are avenues that will extend this case out if they came up with a negative decision or something. Yeah. I think that it's slim, if nothing, Even so, I'd get bailed out. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Literally 4 of the guys in his chat now talk crap about him on Discord. Oh, yeah, I bet they do. Pathetic, Robert. Pathetic, Regent says. He is pathetic. And I love him doing what he does because it just sends a message out to his viewers of how fucked up this guy really is. He likes to talk about me. He'll talk about Barry, but in some ways he's worse than Barry, if you can believe that. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at him, man. I'm supposed to be a little older than him, as I understand. But he looks a hell of a lot older than me. He's not doing something right in his life. Maybe it's all the drinking. I don't know. That'll dry you up like a fucking prune. You get into a lot of drinking. That's for sure. Oh, I'm going to pull that thing off. No 7-Eleven here. I don't know why she put it back up. Didn't do any good last night. I don't think the dogs are used to hearing that. As Popeye says, there you go. But the thing is, he's not creative enough. He could be creative with some of his little skits, editing and stuff. But what he presents himself, on his show, is not creative. It's like he's repeating himself, his insults, over and over again. This guy, I say, this guy. He just reminds me of an antique. I can't explain it. Like he comes from the 1940s or something, He has that kind of a demeanor that he's back from the past or something, There's something very antiquated about him. Not just his looks, but his whole demeanor. His whole Navy career was spent as a shore officer. Shore patrol. Him and his drunken buddies used to beat the other drunks up. Of course, he never do it on his own. But most of his duties in the Navy was shore patrol. He didn't fight in those skirmishes. He didn't see no battles. He didn't do anything. He got a gravy job on shore patrol is what he did. He thought he was a really important man. He's an old man who was forgotten in real life. You can tell. Yeah, Region. That pretty much defines it. He's just a forgotten soul. And when he dies, he'd be quickly forgotten. Okay, well, I'm on here long enough. I finished eating. I'm not really satiated, but I always need a protein in the morning. Damn. Definitely gonna have to bring back some shit from Cebu. Definitely, I need to do some shopping, and I don't give a fuck if it's frozen and has preservatives in it. I'm gonna buy it. What doesn't have preservatives these days? And you want to pay 10 times the price for something that's all natural with no preservatives or antibiotics in it or something. Oh, a lot of that shit you find on the stands that they say is organic. It may not be organic. They just want to get a higher price for their product. But some people have to have I don't know what it is, a certificate of some sort, proving that everything they do is organic. And who wants to pay 3 times the price for a head of lettuce because it's organic? I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to take that chance of buying something that isn't particularly organic. I'll take that chance. But it's ridiculous to spend 3 times the price of something because it's organic. Talk about veggie boys, right? All the veggie boys out there. I'm a veggie boy. I'm omnivorous. I eat vegetables and I eat meat. Good balance. Regis says this guy can't go 5 minutes without talking about things he did over 30 years ago. Again, pathetic, Robert. Yeah, I agree. Okay, if you want to go listen to his show, go ahead and do that. I have some things I need to do here. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even gonna go there and listen to his show. Normally I would. I didn't want to hear his voice again, but I knew he was going to pop on at some time because we were talking about saving face earlier on my broadcast. That's what he's trying to do, save face. But he can't save that face. Everybody has a copy of what he looks like. And what a face it is, huh? Yeah, that's a fact.
All right, welcome in everybody. How's everybody doing today? Let's see, who do we have here? Oh, we got Mick Fisher. No, I was making an espresso, Chris Cato. We got Chris Cato, Mr. Bill. Time to moon Popeye, LOL. Wow, very short show. What happened to the long ass monologues? I have no idea. We got Mr. Tux in the house. We got Susan in the house. We got John Johnson in the house. Nico's experience in the house. So I guess I'm gonna have to say the same thing over and over again, huh? Whoa, baby. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys because, old boy is talking about he can get bail. I don't see bail in his future. Here's what I do see in his future. Okay. I see possibly another BI complaint for deportation. I see that. Now, I see another BI complaint for deportation. And I can guarantee you he'll be very surprised where it comes from. Very surprised. As for Region 6, I guess Region 6 wants me off YouTube really bad. Somebody wants me off YouTube really bad. So I guess I must be over the target. Okay. And it's kind of funny. It all happened when I said there's a small minority out there that want Frank to win. So all his flying monkeys are coming in now. And always remember, at the end, the people who are wrong scream the loudest. And who's screaming the loudest? Frank and his flying monkeys. Uh, Other little channels are chirping. They want Popeye to go. Something happened in my live chat a couple of simulcasts ago. I had Chicken Choker in it. Chicken Choker got timed out, got pissed off. I talked to the mod that timed Chicken Choker out, and I said, "What'd you do that for?" And he told me, and I said, "Very well. I mean, if you get too spicy, one of my mods will time you out." My mods usually don't comment, right? But I could see which mod did it, and I don't give up my mods. So I say to Chicken Choker tonight, go fuck yourself. Okay? If you do not like how I run my channel, nobody ever asked you to fucking come here. Okay? And that's the way it works. I wish we had given him the word soliloquy. He beats it to death, and it doesn't actually know the definition. Correct. Mick Fisher, could you please give Frank the definition of soliloquy? Because I do not do soliloquies, I do monologues. Okay. So if you could please give Mr. Fisher, Mr. Fisher, if you could please give Frank the definition of soliloquy, it would be greatly appreciated. I mean, this guy, if you look at anything he's ever wrote or done, you can clearly see he's dyslexic. Okay. And you could clearly see he never brings any receipts. He talks about my military career. First, it was all I ever did was swab decks. I don't think you could stay in the military by swabbing decks for 20 years, Frank. That doesn't work like that. Frank, you don't know anything about the United States Navy. And I've never discussed my military career except for a few spots here and there. Okay. And say I wasn't on shore patrol, Frank. I was actually military police for 3 years in the Philippines. That's what I was. Okay. And Frank, you bring no receipts to prove what I've done with my military career because you or any of the other trolls cannot get that. Okay. Frank. Even the lowest of the low in the United States Navy have a confidential clearance. Okay. And you can never get anybody's records or see what they've done in the military. Okay. So, Frank, you look like a total asshole. Let's see. Mick Fisher says a soliloquy is an act of speaking one's thoughts about oneself, or regardless of any hearers, especially the character in play. Edmund ends scene as he had begun it with a soliloquy. Yes, thank you. Uh no, see, I'm not going to listen up to you, Chicken Choker. You've been coming to my channel for years. You can fuck off. I don't give a shit about you anymore. I don't care what you fucking do. I made a comment on your comment that you left. And guess what, Chicken Choker? You erased your comment. So, Chicken Choker, go fuck yourself. Take a hike. Bye bye, you. I don't give a shit about you. See, because you're just a commenter. You're not somebody. You're not somebody that comes up here and talks to anybody. You don't have a channel. You're a commenter. Okay. So now it's time you learn your fucking place. I am sick of your shit. Okay. And you just got your messages deleted. Okay. Hey, and goodbye forever. Okay. See, because you don't want to have a conversation, you want to insult. So you're banned from my channel. Bang. I just banned you. My other mod deleted your bullshit fucking comment. Okay. So if you don't care to be on my channel, stay the fuck off. I didn't invite you here. Okay. But if you come, don't fuck with me. Okay. I enjoy Bama's Rage in the Cage broadcast. Yeah, and NEC, uh, I enjoy it too. And now let me digress. I was talking about there is a small group out there that are with Frank. Well, fuck that group. Okay. And I actually know who I'm saying fuck you to. Okay. I know who the perpetrators are. Okay. And I can tell you this Frank is in a lot of trouble tonight. Okay. See, because, like, I'm not just going to stick my hands up in the air and say, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I don't know. I come after Frank. It'll take a little time. And Frank, by the time you get back to the United States, I'll be fucking waiting for you. Okay? Yes, I know Frank is finished already, but he just earned himself an extended stay in Victorcan. And both these fucking idiots are going to go to Victorcan. The one that is in the Mandawi 6 hotel right now, hey, he'll be transferred sooner or later. Okay? There's no worry about that. That's why you don't see me do anything on him, really talk about him, eh? Because his ass is already cooked, eh? I thought he'd go longer. Yeah, I think me going live just proved to him that I'm not gonna take his shit, and he was a taken back. Okay. Poor Victorkin, it will never recover from those two clowns. Can you imagine those two clowns in there? I tell you, it's something else, man. It's something else. It's not a place you want to be. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. So, um, think twice. All right, think twice. Oh man. Uh, So, uh, so he's gonna get taken into custody when he starts talking about, and I could bail out. No, bro, not after what I read. You can't bail out. Assholes like you can't bail out because you're a danger to the community. It says right there on the paperwork. Eh? Eh? And that's what's really funny. I think you live in a delusional world, like like the lady that is standing outside your window. Okay, because crazy can smell crazy. All right, and that crazy lady smells you. And here's what I actually said, Frank. I said, if you go and have a talk with her family, you will embarrass them. You will bring shame upon them. Okay? That's just Filipino way. And then a lot of shit will fucking start. Okay? A lot of shit will start, Frank, and you'll have another whopping fight on your hands. Frank, the people in your live chat are paraphrasing what I'm saying in my live chat. Okay? So go ahead, ask Gilda. Do you say, honey, do you think it's a good idea that we go have a talk with them? She'll probably tell you no. Okay. And if you had half a brain in your fucking head and you don't want to start shit in your neighborhood, you'd keep your mouth shut and forget about it. Okay. And leave the dogs out every night. Okay? So, Frank, I just gave you the best advice possible. Okay. The best advice possible. I hope they find Crazy Girl wandering around Frank's yard. She sounds more interesting than the old stinky drawers. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Mick. Frank's comments are from his other personalities, lol. Yeah, there's many personalities there. Okay, there's quite a few personalities there. But, you know, I was kind of shocked that he had such a short show, too. I think he was taken back. I think he realizes nobody's going to take his shit. Nobody takes him fucking seriously. Right? Frank's trying to pass his local ASO attack dogs. Don't listen to Popeye, Frank. Go raise hell on the neighbors. Yeah, good one, Mike Dowdy. Good one. Oh, man. His counter affidavit was his appeal. He will be held until his deportation because there will be nothing legally pending. You'll just be processed and gone. Yep. Yep. I agree with you, Mick Fisher. I agree. I mean, and dude, Mick Fisher's the guy who went there April of last year and warned you and warned you. But did you listen? No. And everything Mick Fisher said that was going to happen has happened, Frank. See? And Mick Fisher had no agenda. He wasn't there to glean information from you. Mick Fisher, that's all he told me. He didn't tell me anything about your private conversations. He just told me, Popeye, he wouldn't listen to me. And I'm like, wow, that's fucking sad. So that guy tried to help you out, tried to be nice to you. And now you kind of drop innuendos on him. You kind of shit on him. You kind of talk down to him. Oh, dude, you're no better than Barry, because that's what Barry does after you help Barry. Barry shits on you. What else is new, Frank? This is why I call you and Barry twins. You both do the same thing, but maybe on a little different level. Okay? She's not scared to go outside like the shut in. No, she's not. She has nothing to fear. But Frank has everything to fear. Frank has a lot to fear. Of course, that's only if he doesn't catch another complaint or a criminal charge. Well, I do believe, Mick Fisher, he's going to catch another criminal complaint in a cup. Not a criminal complaint, but a Bureau of Immigration complaint for deportation. And he will be very surprised where it comes from. Okay. That's all I have to say about that. Very surprised. I mean, this is going to come out of nowhere. All right. So, but, you know, balancing the timelines, Frank, guessing, I'm guessing that you'll already be in Bictacan and on your way out by the time this other BI complaint hits. All right. And when it does hit, it might extend your stay in Bictacan for a little longer. Okay. Anonymous spamming complaint. Mick Fisher talked to the wrong Frank personality. Try again with the others. uh, yeah, but how do you find the other personalities? How do you draw them out? Okay, that's what I want to know. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. Frank needs to seek asylum at the Vatican. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All right, we got almost 40 in the house watching. Very good. Very good. And but don't worry, Frank. The weekend is here. It's Friday night for me, and it's Saturday fucking morning for you. Okay? See, I go and do things on the weekend. Hence, you sit there and stare at your CCTV all weekend. Frank has as many people living in his head as Shirley MacLaine. Can you imagine the warden listening to Frank's demand his medication? Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Only Warren is here with 39 sock accounts. That's a good one, Don C. So should I address everybody as Warren? I tell you, I've never met somebody so petty, so asinine, so trivial, so fucking mundane in all my life. I really, really haven't. And I never thought I would run across a guy like this. It's just, it's just terrible, you know? And so what I'm going to do now, oh, let's see what he had to say. Uh, Oh, all he said was bingo. Oh man. Oh, see, nobody likes you. My mods are timing you out. I have 4 mods. Okay, 4 moderators. There are 4 people I trust. Hey, Frank. Frank, do you have 4 moderators? No, you don't. So this is what I'm going to do, Matt. I am going to put out the link. And if anybody would like to come up and chat, including you, Frank, we can discuss when you'll be going to Bictacan and when you get arrested. So if anybody would like to come up, that includes you too, Frank, now that I know you're listening, all right, and you've been timed out, come on up. It's Friday night. Come on, let's make it exciting for everybody. Yeah, you seem to have a lot to say on your show, but you never let me comment in your live chat. Only your flying monkeys who agree with everything you say get to comment in your live chat. That's why there's 40 people here when they listen to you, Frank, because they get to say what they want. Right? And I know it drives you a little fucking crazy that people are saying what they want and you can't control them. Right? But see, I'm not here to control them. I'm here to let them have a good time. I'm here to let them express your opinion on what you are espousing from your fucking mouth. All the bullshit you're talking. All right? And if you can't deal with that, Frank, I'm sorry. That's not my fucking problem. Take another benzodiazepine and wash it down with some Benadryl, and everything's going to be okay. Has Vegas put up the over and under on how many days Frank will survive in Victorcan asking for a friend? Well, Mr. Fisher, I give Frank 7 days. No meds when he wants. I'm all in the under regardless. Very well, Chris Cato. Eh? 10 seconds before Frank is in the fetal position once they toss him in Victorcan. Yeah, he'll definitely, I mean, he can't take stress. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But that's the way it fucking rock and rolls. I mean, uh, I have to say to that small minority, your fucking campaign is failing miserably. Okay? So I'm going to say to that small minority, crawl back under the fucking rock from which you came from. And that small minority, they know who I'm talking about, right? Oh, Frank is bringing his own defibrillator to Victorcan. Yeah, he better. You better. I mean, I saw some footage of that place today, and it's ugly, man. Um, on the expat on the expat Facebook site, I saw footage of it, and it's just it's not a place. I don't care if you're 100% fit. Uh, it's not a place for anybody. It's rat infested, practically open air. Um, there's no AC. There's no ice machines. Popeye paused and repeat those frail beat downs. Frail is angry minority. Let's see. I hear a dunk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I should let this fucking idiot on, but there are times I feel sorry for him. Ladies and gentlemen, straight out of room 222, I'm your Huckleberry.
Sometimes I feel sorry for myself as well. I know mental health. Trust me, I know mental.
I don't want to hear about your mental health today.
Hey, listen, I wanted to say thank you for those two advice that you gave me. I took the girls down to that pastry shop,
Yeah.
and they loved it. And that water park, Jesus, dude, I thought it was gonna be like a little cheesy. You made
Mhm.
two good choices, and the baby had a really good time, and she loved those pastries. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, dude. Anything,
And let me tell you,
anything for real family.
and I gotta tell you, those pastries are huge. I'm not a pastry fan, even though I may look like the Pillsbury Doughboy at times, but uh, they were huge. The price was on point. It was good, man. It was good.
Dude, I'm going to tell my audience this right now. Nico does protest too much. It's, I don't eat sweets. I don't like pastries. That
I
dude.
know.
And you know what? If you get up at 3 a.m,
Yeah.
you will find Nico pulling the box of pastries off the top of the refrigerator and secretly fucking eating them. I can guarantee it.
I keep
I can
blaming
guarantee
the
it, man. Nico, I'm sorry that I outed you, man, but it
rat.
had to be fucking done.
I keep blaming the rats, man. Hey,
Yeah.
Mike, how you doing? Hey, I told you this morning, didn't me and you were talking this morning when we were talking about where I was gonna go today, and you're like, hey, go here and go there.
Yeah.
I told you, man. I said it won't take long, and it's funny, guys. Popeye goes, I'll see you this afternoon. And I said, why? You doing a show? He goes, no. He goes, I'm pretty sure that Stank is lonely and he's gonna come out and either attack Barry or attack me. And I'm driving home and I look and I said, holy shit, Popeye's live. And I said, he lied. I come on and guess who it was? He had him simulcast. So I was wrong. I will admit when I was wrong, and I was wrong today too, Popeye. I told you he wants that attention, man.
Oh, I know he wants that attention, but I can't, dude. I took last weekend off, and
Yeah.
you probably won't see me till Monday or Tuesday next week. Okay, because I don't have time for this shit. I mean, because like you take in the past 72 hours, how many shows did he do? How much shit did he put up? How I mean, I dude, I would have to just sit at my fucking computer day and fucking night. All right. All right. So
There's
doing a simulcast once in a while, that's all right. And I'm really happy that he did a very short, live stream today
yeah.
because, dude, it just makes it all better. I mean, see, when nobody's speaking in his live chat, he doesn't know what to say. Okay. And when he does know what to say, either one of two things is happening. He has it all written down, okay? Or he keeps going off the live chat, okay? And the live chat drives him to insult people. Right?
Yeah.
He can't explain anything without insulting someone. All right. Uh, That's how he is. His whole life is insulting, belittling, uh, bullying, yelling and screaming at people. He is the perfect embodiment of the Karen. Okay. So I'm here to tell that small minority that stand with Frank, good luck with that. Because there was a small minority that stood with Bama, and that was the Three Stooges.
Mm.
And a long time ago, I told the Three Stooges, Bama will fuck you over. Right? Bama will come back and bite you in the ass. And what did Bama do? He come back and he bit the Three Stooges in the ass. All three of them. All three of them. Right? Bama has bitten everybody in the ass who has ever tried to help him. This is Frank's MO also. Frank, Mick Fisher went out there, tried to tell him stop, be your best interest, everything, you won, take the win. But no, what did he do? He had to throw his win in the trash can. Right? And he had to keep going. He had to file a criminal count against Barry. And he was told if he went down that path, he was going to make a lot of mistakes and find himself in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's in trouble. He's on whole departure, is he not?
Yep.
Right? He cannot leave the country. He is an overstayer now. He claims he's an overstayer, but not by his own doing. Yes, it is by your own doing. You're an overstayer because you got a BI complaint put against you.
Yep.
Okay? That is your fault. The Philippine government is not going to secede to you that it is our fault, Frank. You're living in a fucking wonderland. You're living in la la fucking land. If you ever think the Philippine government's going to say, yeah, it's all fault, we'll let you go. I mean, are you fucking serious? What do you think of that, Nico?
I think he's honestly, he's really fucked in the head, and I'll tell you why. He studies so much, and listen, it takes a retard to know a retard, okay? And I'm speaking from experience here. He can say what he wants about everybody and about me, whatever he wants. He should do a little bit more fucking homework of all the foreigners that are getting fucking hit with complaints to being undesirable. First, he came across and says, fuck Shaw, fuck this, and fuck Barry, fuck everybody. Nothing will happen to me. Fuck Popeye. I can cremate him from here. Thought he could not be fucking touched for anything in the world.
But let me stop you there a minute.
Uh-huh.
How did he cremate me?
Well, no, he didn't do a goddamn thing.
Did he cremate me?
No, he just sounds good when he says it.
Okay. All right.
He toots his own fucking horn. Okay. Now you're sitting here still, and the only thing he goes and speaks about is the same fucking thing over and over again. Okay. Then he doesn't brag and has that same fucking energy that he was so proud about. Nobody's gonna do nothing to me. Blah blah blah. Now he has a case. Denied it for a while. How does everybody know that I got a case with you? You seem to be the only one denying it. Okay. The next thing is he thinks that nobody else is going to complain about him. See, the same thing he attacks Barry about, he doesn't shut the fuck up. He doesn't have to, like he says, I don't have to. But you know what? The same thing that happened to Barry happened to you. Why don't you show the same fucking energy? Barry's showing an accountability now. He has no choice now. But you still tooting that fucking horn. Remember, nothing will happen to me. It'll never stick. Well, guess what? They're stank. It's stuck. How come you haven't talked about that? Now you're like, oh, I can afford bail. It's funny how you're fucking backpedaling now, right? It's how funny that is, right? Mr. fucking tough guy. Mr. I can, hey, anybody do something to me. They ain't walking away. Bro, there's a lot of people sitting back laughing at you, but how come you're not laughing at that when they're stank?
And you know what's really funny I don't have to do anything to him. All I have
Nothing.
to do is sit back and
Yep.
watch the show.
That's it.
I don't. You know why I do these simulcasts? Look at the live chat. These
Oh.
guys like it. So they get entertained by the stupid things Frank says.
Yeah. And you know what? 2 commenters on his show. Look how many are commenting on this one. So who do you think people are really liking and will come watch? You see? And that's the thing. Now he'll come out and make another video and da 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 da. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. You talk about how everybody else should be enjoying. We obviously know what you enjoy. And have at it, bro. Sit in the front of that TV, sit out there and have a great time at it. But the last thing you want to do is criticize others for doing things that you are doing no better. So,
Similar Cron, the free donuts will be passed out shortly. Please wait in the lobby. That's
Yes.
where they'll be given out.
I
Okay.
picked them up. That's why I was late. I was late. I picked them up. So, dude, he just likes he likes the attention, man. You know, everybody hates this. And dude, the same guy that said nobody will ever touch me has been touched. And I think he likes being touched because he seems to be lucky in touching other people. So,
Dude, I
so-
mean,
oh,
now let's follow him and his flying monkey's logic here. When I wasn't doing a live stream and remaining quiet because I was living life,
yeah.
Don C was telling me that that's all he heard. That's all he heard. Frank saying that he drove me off YouTube.
He drive nobody, man.
So if you keep this barrage up of hate on me for like 3 days straight, do 3 shows in the morning, couple in the afternoon, and 2 more before you go to bed. I mean, but yet you want me off YouTube, but you keep talking about me. Right? And nobody's really talking about you, Frank.
Mhm.
And who gives a shit what they say in boy mouth Discord?
Mm-hmm.
It's what I call an echo chamber. See, I was in the last Discord, and at the end of it, everybody hated each other, and it disbanded. Right? I was invited to this Discord, and I said thank you, but no thank you. Right? And your flying monkeys claim that everybody in the live chat in Discord are talking shit about me. I really don't fucking care. It's in a private little echo chamber
Mm-hmm.
that has really nothing to do with YouTube. Right? Then Frank, he comes out and he says that they're showing child porn in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh.
I'm thinking, Frank, how would you know they're showing child porn in there?
And I'm pretty sure the answer was, oh, someone told me. I really don't know, but you know.
And he
I'd mention.
stuttered real bad, you know? And I mean, that is a very damning accusation from Frank
With no receipts.
to the boy mouth Discord. Right?
Oh.
And dude, I mean, like I said, there are people out there that stick up for Frank. And what does Frank do? He fucks them over. Okay.
Oh.
Case in point,
Oh.
the Lion is saying that there's, child porn in there. Now, am I saying that's true? I have no fucking idea. I'm not in it. I don't know. But Frank knows. He come out and said it quite a while ago. And then he started backpedaling. Well, I'm not in that Discord. Well, you're either in it or you're not. How do you know all this shit? See, And this leads me to my point. If you're going to say something, show me a receipt. I mean, where's your receipt? Where's, as the fairy would say, where's your video evidence? Where's your documentation? Can you help me with that, Nico?
Well, they're not going to show that. They want you to show it. You see, it's
Yeah.
only when it's on. They say the other side, but yet every receipt that you have shown has been video of him. So the receipts are there. You know what I mean? The receipts are there. And the thing is, Papa, no matter, like, I like what Tattoo says. Tattoo, that's the thing. Like me, I'll come in. I had a great day out with my daughter and the granddaughter, and I'll come in.
Oh, if you
And-
like what he said, read it first.
But it said, but if you are on, you have no life. Village people stank, straddling the fence every which way, every day. Now, am my understanding is correct? He's saying that if you're on, you have no life. Is that something that he's repeating that has been said in another stank show?
And then I got Mr. Tuck saying, come on, Popeye, we know you only do your live cast so you can have a reason to wear your Evil Knievel jumpsuit. Yes. Did I tell you, Nico? Batman sent me an Evil Knievel suit with sunglasses included.
Well, they sent you the toilet paper thing.
Okay. And
No,
then Tattoo says Evil Knievel gets all the blue-haired bingo strange. Bet your fucking ass, Tattoo. Bet
not
your
just blue
ass.
hair. There's some purple hair up in there, man.
Yeah, there's some purple hair up there too, man. A
Well, the
couple
thing
of,
is now,
and I even had me last weekend. I even had me a salt and pepper.
oh shit, dude, that salt and peppers are starting to look good, man. Well, you know, one of the biggest things is too is you can't even say nothing. Look at me, I'll come in once in the blue moon. It's like, oh, and then Nico coming out of the dude. It's like I care less what these people say. I just have fun, and the
Mhm.
thing is, his fun is trying to get all of you guys' attention. That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
I mean, dude, if you want my attention, just say so.
I'll send
And
you an email.
today, did I not put out the link for him? He could have had my undivided attention. Okay. As Mick Fisher says, forget the receipts. I'm still waiting for the diploma. Yes, Frank, where is the
Mhm.
bachelor degree diploma? And Frank, did you graduate summa cum laude? I don't think so. I think you graduated summa cum dumpster. Okay.
Well, see, you have told me before. You said, you know what? I said, Papa, is it really even worth it? He goes, yeah, I'm not going to argue. He's going to be the one doing all the screaming. And I have said that many times in your show. It's funny how he says, Popeye, 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 and you offer, and he'll go on everybody else's channel, you know, but he won't come on yours because, and you have said it, I'm not going to yell. I'll let him
And
talk. I mean,
you know, Mr. Tuck, there you go. There's another part of the small minority, Graham. Okay. And this is the guy that has the balls to show up in Yachts Live's chat. Okay. Graham is an expert on other people's diploma. We need to ask him. So, Graham, I want to ask you, did you see that bachelor's degree of Frank's hanging on the wall like you did The Departed, JW? Oh. Now, I will tell you this, Frank. The only one that ever really got ran off YouTube was JW. He ran like a little bitch, along with his flying monkey, Graham, Fairy, Maximus. Okay. They all ran like little fucking bitches. Yes, they did. They ran. Oh, who else ran? Oh, yes, that guy, Havoc Master. You remember him?
is that the Clint Eastwood guy?
Yeah, that's the Clint Eastwood guy
Yeah.
that sounds like Wilford Brimley.
It's
Hey,
It's so funny how I have to remember that the way because I don't pay attention. Yeah, when you the Clint Eastwood, yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
You know, let's see here. We are all past our prime, so I don't think anyone needs to disparage looks of others, especially a guy who looks like a half-baked
Big
chicken. LOL. Dude, you know, that's one thing I've never done. I've never put
Uh-uh.
Frank's looks down. All right.
Uh-uh.
I've talked about some of the, you ever hear of the seven deadly sins?
Uh-huh.
All right. And one of them, oh, the worst one is vanity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vanity. I've talked about how he colors his hair. All right. I never said the guy looked ugly. Never said it at all. No. I mean, maybe that's how Frank sees himself. I never said the guy looked rough. Okay.
Hmm?
I have said he walks like a crab and he looks like he's out of it from all the benzodiazepine.
Mhm.
See, those are all facts. He's the one who comes up and says he takes benzodiazepine and Lexapro daily with a spoonful of Benadryl to wash it all down. Right? Those aren't my words. Those are his. Right? That's called bringing the receipts, Frank. You just like totally misinformed, Frank. I know a lot of this is going over your fucking head. All right. Let's see. I never made fun of your looks, Frank. That's something you do to people, Frank. That's something you do to everyone you meet. You
And that's
judge
crazy.
them.
That's crazy how people can judge. Listen, I am by far the last person to ever say, but to have an opinion is one thing. To trash and constantly say, look at that guy. Listen, there's nothing anybody should ever say about nobody because there's plenty of things people can pick from one person that you can easily, and depict it and fuck with it. It's not worth it. It just says more about the person, Listen, I have fucked with Frank. I have said, hey, listen, he does cross to the left. I think he's got like a little limp or something. No, it's normal shit. That's not even being hateful, man. It's the truth. But then it turns it into like, look at fat guy and not tall. And, I don't know who this girl was with him. And bro, ain't nobody care what you say, man. The truth is the truth. And we'll all stick to the same thing. But when you body shame and these guys, that's the first thing they stick with. Look at his face. Look at his body. Let me tell you something, man.
This
Not
is
to look at themselves.
if you take all these guys, if you take Jay, if you take uh, Big Shot Travel, the Fairy, Frank, hey, that's just four of them. Hey, you take Chicken Choker, he's proved it to me tonight. All right, they all have one thing in common. They have a fucking paper tissue asshole. Okay. And what I mean by that, they get their feelings hurt very easily when you come over the target and you start speaking the truth about them. Right? Yeah, I made fun of Big Shot Travel. I mean, I thought it was pretty funny that he was swapping spit with a fucking lady boy. Okay? Yeah, I've made fun of Jay. I thought it was pretty fucking funny that he passed out on the floor and shit himself and Bama had to revive him on a live stream. That was fucking funny.
No, I
I,
never saw that. I never saw
I
any
saw
of
that. I saw that live. I was in total fucking amazement.
that. Uh-uh.
Okay? I laughed my ass off when Frank dropped his pants on a live stream in front of Big Shot Travel. Big Shot Travel was fucking drooling, and Frank spread his ass cheeks and showed his balls and his asshole. Okay, I laughed.
Yeah, you only did
All
it
right,
one time. It's all right, Papa. I only did it
these
one
are
time.
the things I make fun of. Okay, but see, these guys are very superficial. That what they will do is they will try to go after your family members. They will dox you.
Oh.
They will make fun of your looks, but they will never argue. They won't
Chase it,
argue. They
chase
won't
and tail.
argue the situation at hand. They
But
will not argue, period. They will not defend their argument. They will attack superficially like an eighth grader. They're not even high school attacks, they're eighth junior high school attacks. Okay. And see, and they all have something in common from Big Shot Travel to Frank, uh, to Drew Nordy, uh, to that other asshole who's got a paper tissue asshole, Jay. They all have one thing in common is that they're liberals. They have liberal way of thinking, American liberal way of thinking. And this is what they do. They key cars, they yell at people, intimidate them, they over dye their hair. And, you know, dude, you can only dye your hair so many times and it's going to go fucking orange. Okay. And that's why they call Frank the Orange Man. Right. This is what these liberals do. They attack you on a personal level and they never argue the issue. They never argue the policy. They don't do that. Right? They don't know how to have a conversation. Look what fucking Chicken Choker said in my live chat. He called me a fucking coward. That's it. Once you resort to name calling, you have lost the argument. And Frank has lost the argument long time ago. Do you have anything to add to that, Mr. Nico?
I just don't know why. It really does. Listen, on a serious note, it blows my mind how sensitive people can be, especially people like men. They call themselves men. Like they come in and they're men. They say, I am a man. Bro, there's nothing in you two that's ever been said to me that I have taken personally. Physically is a different story. I have said that millions of times. Nobody will ever take it physically. Somebody did, and unfortunately didn't get to meet the consequences for what he did because the gentleman passed. But it blows my mind how people are that fucking set. I don't know how, dude. Honestly, no. And I'm telling you, you can right now. What you just said, you're gonna pay. See, that's the thing. You're gonna pay a price in their eyes because you just said something that hurt them.
It's called freedom of speech. Okay? I have the right to my opinion. I have the right to state facts. I have stated my opinions tonight. I have stated my facts. If you don't like it, don't fucking come here.
Yeah.
Okay? I guess there are some people who like it because I got 38 listening and Chicken Choker is still listening. Right? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Chicken Choker. Hey? I'm going to put the link right there in the live chat and you can come up and fucking apologize to me. Okay? Let's see how brave you are.
Mick, they all listen. They all that can't stand you, they can't stand me, they can't stand Chasing Tail, they can't stand Chris, Popeye, Mr. Tuck. Everyone that they can't stand, they listen to. That's why I sit back and I just stay quiet. You know, if everybody has a disagreement with somebody, I just stay on my own, my lane. And as long as it don't bother me, like words ain't gonna bother me, threats ain't gonna bother me. Hey, you can say whatever you want about me, anybody in my family. I don't give a shit. When it comes to physical, personal, it's a different story. You know, when you're face to face, we can talk about it like that. But they all listen. They all listen, man. That's what makes you laugh. Popeye's insignificant. Nico doesn't know.
So tell me, what other channel gives you the option that I just gave you to come up and have your fucking say so? And yet they don't come up and they don't appear. But yet, how am I the coward? Help me out with that, Nico.
Well, if you put it out there and then because they can turn it into whatever they want. Stank will always say that you're always this, you're always that, but he'll never. I could come off. I'll come right off the show and let you guys talk. You have said it, and the thing is, they like hearing it. They like to hear you say, "Come on the show." I'm not gonna go on it. He'll never let me talk. Listen, he'll let you talk, man, as long as it's good, and don't try to make the show your own. You know, you have your spot. Say what you got to say, and don't try to, and talk. Yelling and calling each other names, which he doesn't do. None of these guys here do that. They have fun with you, but they won't do that, dude. Stank won't do that. He will not do it. He'll wait and open a show, and he'll feel like, I'm just not going to waste my time with Popeye, because what life does he have? Look at my life. Okay. Like I said, it's they just like it, Me, I just watch it, and again, it's slowly. See, I'm on the outside looking in because I'm watching everything that's happening, and he is slowly deteriorating. It went from nobody's gonna do a goddamn thing to me to like that'll never hold. Well, you guys really don't know what's going on. Show me the proof. Well, okay, it's out there, but I'm gonna get bail. Oh no, it'll never happen. Get the fuck out of here, man. He just likes to write his own fucking titles. Remember, this is the same fucking guy that said, and many like him, said, "Ain't nobody gonna do nothing." And then when he finds out he got slapped in the face, he goes, "Well, no, what happened was that I opened a cabinet door and I didn't duck fast enough." Get the fuck out of here, dude.
No,
you're starting to pay for it. That's all.
Here's what I don't understand. But first, I could come up, Popeye, after 3 more beers. I'll wait. It's fucking Friday night. I'll wait. I'll even let you speak Tagalog too. All right, no fucking problem. All right. I have a Bible study to go lead. Take care, you wretched heathens. Mick Fisher, Godspeed, my good man.
God bless you, Father Mick. God bless you. Take care. Have an awesome Bible study.
Abni Dama son Spirio Sante and all that good shit. All right. All right. So, how do you accrue 2,600 credits? Well, I'll tell you how you accrue that. You spend 8 years in fucking college having a fucking taffy pull with yourself. That's how you do it. Okay. Taking basket weaving 101, and come out with no fucking degree, not even a goddamn associate's degree. All right. It's beyond comprehension. How do you do that?
I like this.
Right?
Stank just posted a concrete letter of verification that he has a degree. I guess he must be listening after all. They're all listening, dude.
They're all listening. They all come, right?
Yeah, let's see a stamped, verified, let's just see a stamped degree. At verification, I can print any of these things up, in a heartbeat anywhere. Let's see. So Stank has the letter posted now, and it's dated April 1st. He just had to go and get that.
No. If you're going to bring a receipt, Frank, I don't want to see some fucking letter you probably typed up. Here's what I want to fucking see. I want to see the actual fucking diploma. That's the only thing that's going to prove that you have a bachelor's fucking degree. I want to see the actual fucking diploma. And if you were so fucking proud of that goddamn fucking diploma,
there'd be nothing
you'd
stopping
have
him
it mounted on the fucking
He'd
wall
have a tattoo on his butt cheek,
fucking
man.
frame. Okay?
He would have that shit tattooed on his butt cheek so everybody can see it when he mooned them. Listen, I even have a paper, Popeye, not a paper, a certification stamped from the Department of Homeland Security, from the not, let me rephrase that, from the Army itself, and I have it in a tube, and I still have never. I looked at it once and I said thank you. They gave me, the goodbyes, that they give you in the military, and then I was gone. Everything that I have is raised seal. You want to see the raised seal on that diploma?
Yeah.
Not anything
yeah.
that looks pretty. I want to see the raised
Even
seal.
your high school diploma
Mhm.
has a raised seal on it.
Actually, I saw that today. Holy crap. I'm old.
See, and Mick Fisher says, Frank, I will find you a link to a company that sends you a fake diploma. If you're going to lie, at least put in some effort. I mean, the effort this guy puts in forging his old documentation from the school. See, I don't doubt that he went to the school. He spent 8 years there so he didn't have to go to Vietnam. Okay. And then when I said that, all of a sudden he's telling everybody he was 4F, that he couldn't hear out of one ear. That's why they wouldn't take him. Bullshit. Bullshit. Another fucking lie. Okay, lie after lie after lie. Okay.
You'll hear a lot of that.
So if any boy mouth crew is out there, go ahead and fucking put that in your echo chamber also. Okay. If you could do that for me. He has virtually every negative of photos of Edith Beale, but somehow misplaced his only achievement in life. Sounds legit to me.
Yeah. Sounds like pretty good. Hey, I can go with that right there.
So, what do you do with all this shit? I have no fucking idea, man. All right. And there's the link again for Chicken Choker in case you thought it over. Frank, you could use that link too. But see, these guys won't come up here. They won't talk to me. They won't have a conversation with me. They don't have the fucking balls to. And I give them the link every fucking time.
I'm only on here because you'll never leave me. You'll never let me live that. I would never live through that. He'll be calling, hey, what the fuck happened? I said, nah, don't you ever not come to my show. You hear me? I said, all right, I got you. Nah, man, listen.
Check it out. I go at CH, Chicken Choker comes up, Checkmate comes up, and Chasing Tail comes up. Okay. See, so what do you think I did to make Chicken Choker so fucking mad?
Are you talking about Pollo Loco? I don't think.
Yeah, Pollo Loco.
I don't see. I don't. And this is. I'm being honest. I stick with both of you guys. Maybe there's just a misunderstanding. I've never known him to be like that.
Dude, I just told you what fucking happened.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, no, I'm just saying. I
don't room like 222 me.
I just don't think he's not like that. I mean, but it could be a fake account. I mean,
it's not a fake account.
That surprises me that he does that.
I verified the account. Okay, what other excuses have you got for this guy?
No. I'm just telling you. I just don't know him to be like that. I mean, if you guys got an indifference between each other, I hope you guys can work it out. You know.
No, that's not what I'm asking you.
But I'm not making.
I don't have a fucking here. I don't have a fucking problem. He's the one that's got the fucking problem.
That's what I just said. I'm saying I'm not making excuses for the guy. I'm just saying I hope you guys can work out what happened because I've never known it to be like that. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, I used to enjoy his commentary all the time, man. I'm fucking very disappointed in him. But see, you don't see me hammering you.
No, I know.
Like Frank would hammer you. You don't hear me saying you jumped the fence. You're on the dark side now. You don't hear any of that, Chicken Choker, do you?
No. You never. For as long as I've known you, you've never done that to me, or I have never seen you do that. Most of these guys, they want you to pick a side. There's not a side to pick. If he has an issue, he'll come out and tell you. You have the right, and you have total right to feel the way you do. And I would never say, "Come on, Popeye." I would say, like I just said, maybe there's something happened, and you'll talk. You guys will talk your indifferences. But I would never tell you. Well, Pollo Loco's a good guy. No, you had an issue. Then you fucking Pollo has.
No, but I don't have an issue. He has the issue.
That's what I mean. If he has an issue,
I'm saying to you. Let me see if I can get it through your thick head.
It takes me a while.
This guy comes on your show all the time.
Yeah.
You read all his fucking comments.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This guy has said nice things about me, nice things about you.
Mhm.
Now, all of a sudden, I'm a fucking coward. I mean, dude, where's this guy coming from?
Well, I agree with you. I think if he didn't mean it in that way and it mattered to him any, he should come. He should come in there and say, "Hey, I think you just misunderstood or something." But if he doesn't, then maybe he just, maybe he does think that way. Again, I understand what you're saying. I don't know. I heard you say that, but I thought it could have been a fake account. But if he said that, well,
No, quit saying the fake account shit, because then people are going to get the idea it's a fake account. No, it's a verified fucking account.
Yep.
Okay? I don't want to hear any more shit about a fucking sock account. I don't want to fucking hear it. Here's what I want to hear. I want to hear somebody out there say why he's doing this. I want to hear him say why he is doing this. I want an explanation. See?
Mhm.
You're all missing the fucking point. I want an explanation. I want him to click on that link, come up here, and I will listen to what he has to say. But I guess it's not going to happen, is it? Right? But see, Chicken Choker, you don't see me calling you fucking bad names.
He
You
says it
don't,
to me.
Chicken Choker, you don't see me doxing you in other people's lives chats, do you?
No, they do it to me. They do it to me.
Oh, it will happen to you sooner or later. Oh yeah, it will. It will sooner or later. There's somebody that, like, I don't know. It's like a light switch gets.
No, you're right. It just has to happen. Has to happen to be that day. They
Yeah.
look at me. They hear something I say and say, "I'm fucking with that motherfucker now." All right, good. Let me know. Come knock on my door. Knock. Well, how I make decent coffee.
You know, I mean, they have done everything to drive me and you off YouTube.
Well, I'm gonna
They-
tell you.
I mean, that idiot Maximus. I have his real name. I know what his mommy looks like.
You know, after what I talked to you about, and
I know
before
where his mommy fucking lives. But do you see me doxing him? No.
I don't even
But
want to know.
yet
Anything.
these fucking people have doxed me and you.
Yeah. After what
Okay.
you told me, I didn't believe how bad it was before I even got into YouTube, and then after, I never
I
realized.
told you, I told you they're fucking ruthless, man.
Hey
Told
guys,
you
let me
they're
tell you something.
fucking ruthless.
I didn't know half the stuff that you guys know until I started talking to Popeye, and we used to get in arguments in the beginning, a couple years ago. I said, "There's no fucking way." He goes, "Dude, you don't understand how fucking nasty somebody." Never fucking knew about it till he told me. It doesn't bother. I don't know if it's something loose in my head, guys. It doesn't bother me at all, but I can't take away from the seriousness of it, And I would never. And when the Popeye told me, bro, you didn't fuck around when you told me that shit, dude. I thought at first it was like, nah, you're too fucking much, dude. That's too much. And you're like, and then as time went on, and I saw people writing it, I was like, wait, fucking Popeye's right. And I'll tell you, when I'm wrong, dude, I'm wrong. I just didn't think it was that bad out there, bro.
All right, are you 3 beers in yet, Mr. Tux? Are you ready to come up?
No, he said he's got to wait till it's 9. He gets real ruthless after 9.
I don't think I could speak Tagalog again. If I use any Tagalog words, it's because I'm using the same phrases over and over again, man.
Yeah, but yet you can speak a lot better than half of them that could fucking talk about it, see? And none of them can say a goddamn word except for Estafa.
Yeah, that's his main Tagalog word. Estafa, yeah. Well, Mr. Estafa, how does it feel to flush 2 million fucking pesos down the goddamn CR? Okay.
Damn.
Oof. I would be beside myself. But see, I would never put 2 million pesos in a Filipina's hands. I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it.
How come he doesn't educate people about that? How to lose 2 million pesos. This is the do's and don'ts of not losing 2 million pesos. See, they don't brag and educate about things that happen to them. They only brag and educate of what they hear in other people's shows about other people.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Huh.
They never say, listen, this is what happened. I think you guys should be careful. No. See, that's real education. Not like, hey, did you hear this other simp out there? Yeah, it's the pot kettle calling the kettle black. And then all of a sudden they know everything about everybody else. But the moment you say, hey, but didn't you say that you lost 2 million? No, we're not talking about me right now. Come on. No, we're talking about, we're talking about Barry right now. We're talking about this guy right now. We ain't talking about me. I don't share.
Now, let me tell you how simple-minded they are. Okay. Somebody wrote in his live chat, Popeye hasn't been in Philippines but 40 years, but yet on his channel gives advice. Okay. The U.S. Constitution is over 250 years old. Oh, that's a long fucking time. There's laws that go back to the 1800s. And President Trump just used one. So I guess, and the liberals said, well, that's too old of a law to use. It's still a law, is it not?
Yeah, it doesn't change it. Yeah, it's still a law.
Does it change it on the books? No. If the law's on the books, it could be used. Am I correct?
Yeah. It's not going to
If you've been in Philippines, you could speak of your experiences, whether it's 40 years ago or 2 minutes ago. Am I correct?
Yeah.
There's a guy who gets 8 viewers per live stream and 3 or 4 viewers per live stream on an average. That's Havoc Master. I mean, that's just a great fucking channel right there. I mean, he was in Philippines in 1996. But he talks about Philippines all the time. But it's all right for him. I don't hear the fairy yelling at him. I don't hear Frank's flying monkeys yelling at him talking about Philippines. Right? So I guess, Frank, when you get thrown out of the fucking Philippines, you can't talk about it anymore. What do you think? Am I right?
I think I 100% agree. I think you can't say it if you're not in, and it's just, the thing is, you have more knowledge and experience living more than living from a room, living from a block of a street and trying to opinionate. That's what I'm trying to, that's the thing. You have lived it, experienced it, 10, 15, 20. The only thing that has changed in the Philippines, even after talking to you, Popeye, is the methods. People have found smarter ways to fuck you and take your shit. That's all.
Let's talk about the changes. Every Filipino still has a iPhone now. Thank you, expats.
Yeah, they upgraded from what is it? The little dinky ones, the flip phones.
The average Filipina has a Cherry Mobile. Thank you, China.
Yeah.
And after 40 years, they are trying to phase out jeepneys and trikes, but they will not go gently into the good night. Nope. Hey, so 40 years ago, they had jeepneys and trikes, and here it is 40 years later, and they still got jeepneys and fucking trikes. Is that an indictment on Philippines? No, that is their culture. That is what they want. That is what the people want. Right? Should the people get what they want? Yeah, I think so. I fucking think so.
I mean, I think change is inevitable, but it still has the same results. You see what I'm saying? Like they say, well, it's different in what way? Well, look at the buildings, yeah, and the internals are still it's still working the same. Just the building just looks a little prettier. It's the same thing. And a lot of these guys, they don't like to talk about the truth, plain and simple. They only like to tell you the differences of what happens.
There's a good one, Mr. Tux. Man, oh man. We also still use carbon paper. Okay, exactly. Now, is that an insult on Philippines? No. There are just some countries that don't change.
Mhm.
Okay, and change is slow. In Philippines, change is very slow, very gradual. That's their country. There's no knock on it whatsoever.
Mhm.
Okay, it's the way it moves there. Okay, and they still have that glorious thing called Filipino time, don't they, Mr. Tux? Huh?
Oh, Jesus.
No, you need to come up here. Here's the link, Frank. Okay, here's the link. I told you I am not going to believe anything you have to say unless you show an actual diploma because you forged your transcript. Okay.
Me, I love coming in here and just listening to stuff, and I'm like, God,
Now, there he is in my live chat again. So who is who's the one that's obsessed here? Can you help me out?
hey, he says he doesn't listen to you. He says you have
Yeah.
nothing important to say. He said
Yeah.
it's always repetitive, and then yet, yet they watch you, man. They watch you,
Yeah.
bruh.
I have no idea if the fairy and Jay are in the closet. And you know what? I don't care about people's sexual preferences.
Yeah, I mean, neither. I care less.
If whatever your sexual preferences, you enjoy it, go take it to the bedroom. I don't want to know about it. Okay. Barry only has 1 day
Day
and a
in a
wake
wake.
up.
I wish it was true. I
Uh,
wish it was true.
oh man.
Mm.
Oh man.
At the
Yep.
end of the day, actually, hold on. Yeah, no, I already had.
See, he verified. Yep, it's always Filipino time, and I think that's great. I think that's great. That's your country. God bless it. I'm not here to insult it or
Mm.
pass
I
judgment
like I
on it.
like the Filipino time. It
Uh,
brings it. I do because I'm very Mr. Tux. I'm very fast. You know what I mean? So and Popeye's like, you need to slow the fuck down and you need to learn how to relax. And in Philippines, when I follow the Filipino time and once you know it, like you're like, damn, I'm in Philippines. I have no choice but to slow down. So I like the Philippines for that. One of the biggest reasons is that it slows down. You can't speed it up no matter who you think you are, no matter how much money you think you have. They work a little faster, but it may knock 2 or 3 days off your shit, but it doesn't change much, dude, because the money talks, But you know what? If you're there 5, 6, 8, 10 years, as a foreigner, and all you do is spend money on the stupidest things. That's your money. You do what you want. But I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure that there'll be 90% of us watching or listening. We can spend our money in a totally longer way than you'll ever. Who goes to the Philippines to fucking go to court every fucking day, every other day, fucking traveling every day? It's not about the principle, man. It's you gotta be fucking bored in your life, man. It has shit to do with principle. I don't want to hear that principle shit. Oh, how would you feel, Nico, if somebody said nothing? I wouldn't feel a fucking thing. You know why? You ain't you can't say something to me that's gonna hurt my feelings, man. Nothing. Well, I'm not you. Well, you shouldn't be throwing the fucking stone because you have said billions of fucking things worse to the other people. So why the fuck are you gonna act like the fucking victim when you are the one that's just as bad and say it's about the principle? I stand my ground. Yeah.
And I personally, have gotten to the point where I don't care what comes out of Frank's mouth
Yeah, none of them, man. To me,
because sooner or later he'll be in Victican, right? And there'll be no benzodiazepine there. There'll be no Benadryl.
well, you know what?
You know what will be there? Let me tell you what will be there. There'll be the smell of rotting swill. There will be the smell of dried fish and rice. There will be the smell of fecal matter and urine. Okay. there will be bed bugs, there will be cockroaches, there will be fleas, there will be an abundance of mosquitoes.
Hey,
Let's
you
see. So, what's your outlook when a 70-year-old man starts getting bit by mosquitoes? Let's talk just about the mosquitoes for a minute here. Let's see. The mosquito can pass on malaria and dengue fever. Those are the two popular things that mosquitoes pass on in Philippines. The bed bugs will bite you and infect you with bacteria.
get some dengue in there.
Right? Ooh. The
Listen,
cockroaches will try to eat the earwax out of your ears, will crawl into your ears at night while you're sleeping. Okay.
listen. You say anything like that to him, you know what he'll say?
What?
Guys, no, guys, you don't understand. My caretaker was here, and I was called to Victorcan so I can take photos, because they heard about how good I am. So I'm not really there for that. I'm just there because of the photos, I got to take some really good photos, and I'm going to make a portfolio for them. That's why I'm really there. I'm not really, dude, it's always going to fucking change. It'll never be, hey, you know what? I kind of went a little too far. And all I hear constantly is manipulated, forced. You can't prove none of that, man, but it just sounds good when you say it. And let's just say, let's not even go down that path. The case is there. The case is there. So what are you going to say now? Nothing. See, you don't talk about that. I'd like for you to come on your show and say, I've been, wrong all this time, because that's exactly what you've been. It's been wrong. Nobody touched you. You got touched there, buddy. How does that feel? And it doesn't turn out the way you think it's going to turn out. Remember, you don't control the drive. Somebody else is at the wheel right now. So sit back and enjoy the ride and see where it goes. And you know what? If 99% of these people, let's just say, eventually eat crow, it's nobody really does, because everybody's laughing on your dime. Remember, they're laughing at you, not with you. And you seem to care a lot more what people say than a lot of us do. So we'll see how that goes for you. The truth is the truth, bro. I would say, and the same thing with Barry. When Barry finally goes home, he'll probably be home before you. We'll see. We'd like for you to come back and say, hey, he's finally gone. Finally, everything's done. You're not going to say that. You know why? Because there's more attention in dragging this shit on. And that's what you do. You drag it on to sound like you're doing something. Dude, doing something is getting the fuck off 90% off YouTube. Enjoying yourself with your family. Enjoying yourself, whatever makes your family you have. I don't give a shit if you're out with the dogs, man. You don't do none of that stuff. So that's not that to me. If that's enjoying spending all whatever money you have left going to court cases, good luck with that, man. We'll see how that works for you. Obviously, you enjoy it,
Congratulations, Frank. You've earned yourself a one-way ticket to Victorcan. And you're headed there soon. It's just going to take Filipino time. If you let Mr. Tux come on your channel, I'm sure he could explain it in greater detail than I could. Okay? See, because I will defer to the resident Filipino in my live chat. Do a poll and see if people think Frank will end up in Victorcan. Don't need to do a poll. Frank will end up in Victorcan. Okay? I'm done doing polls. I'm done reading tarot cards. The only thing I got left for Frank is this prayer. Are you ready for a prayer?
I'm ready for a prayer.
Okay. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Amen.
That's what I have for Frank. Hail Mary. Because he's going to need a fucking Hail Mary when he gets sent to Victorcan.
He's going to hear a lot of Hail Marys. Hail Mary, baby. And it won't be the Hail Marys he thinks it is.
Yeah, it's just gonna take a little Filipino time, man. It-
Uh-huh.
it's all in the cards, you know. And I've heard many people. I've heard many people say Barry will never get caught, and I kept telling you, just it'll take Filipino time. It took Filipino time and 5,000 pesos from Frank.
And you know what? I believe that what you give, you will get. That's why I just stay kind of quiet, enjoy, have fun, and I'll get attacked for saying a few things that I might feel. I don't care. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning feeling just as good as I fucking am right now. It's not gonna fucking change me. But when these guys get back what they give, they forget that they're gonna get it back tenfold. And it may not be you that gets it. It could be something very special to you, someone very special to you. You always, when you're evil and you're like that, you know, you're gonna get it back. Believe me. Don't believe me. Just share it when it happens. A lot of these guys have gotten hit in the face so many times, they'll never tell you. Hey, I got hit for. Look at me, what I tell you. Hey, Popeye, I got fucked up, bro. Remember that thing that I told you to? Yeah. Oh, well, this is what I got. He's like, holy shit. Or hey, it'll work itself out. I will always be the first one to say, man, I got back what the fuck I gave, and I got it back 30 times worse. But none of these guys will ever say that. They'll keep it so quiet, but they sure in hell want to know what you're feeling every day, though.
Oh yeah, but we've been going 2 hours here, and I haven't been talking for 2 hours. But
no.
I want to thank the little time that Frank has given tonight in his live stream, and I guess he's all out of fucking I hate Barry rants, you know. So, would you like a couple last words there, Mister? I'm your Huckleberry.
Well, I think I thank everybody that has hated Popeye's show very much so, but still come in and have the time to talk on a show, even after he puts out the the link to have a mutual conversation. Guys, don't forget, you guys have been offered to come in and have a mutual and a respectful conversation and disagreements. And Popeye, thank you for the the pastries and that water park was really, really nice. So I really appreciate it. And guys,
anything. I mean, you guys, you and your family are awesome people, man. And
thank you. I appreciate it. And everybody in the chat, be safe.
You have my friendship and confidence.
Well, I thank you. And you know what? And the kids always they're like, hey, yes. They, even when I don't know, they're like, yo, ask Popeye. So for them to like you that much, it's a mutual thing on our part as well. And everybody in the chat, be safe, God bless, and have an awesome, awesome Friday. If you're into your weekends, depending on where you are in the world, just have an awesome weekend and be safe and have a great time. And God bless. And again, always thank you, Popeye. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. This is Popeye One. I'm out of here. Thank you for coming in, everybody. It's been a pleasure.